Okay, I've decided to make another video. Uh, there's a couple things that I didn't mention yesterday whenever I made one, and I'm not just doing this just to talk, but I'm basically just doing this just in response to all the craziness, all the crazy stuff on here that I've seen, and a little bit of everything really. I guess I might as well start out by saying I think I'm human for the most part. I know this yesterday, I was like, I'm not like a full-fledged extraterrestrial, well, I mean, I've said it before, and I guess I'll say it again. I was born on Earth, 1999, and yeah, basically I've spent my whole life on Earth, as far as I know. I mean, as far as I'm aware of, I've spent my whole life on Earth. But I guess another thing I want to put in here is about how this stuff might affect a personality, might affect a person's personality after a certain point. I mean, because whenever it first happens, like honestly, whenever it first happened to me, I was thinking, maybe this is like some kind of vibrational change, like that's one of the first things that I thought. I was thinking, like, it's definitely some kind of vibration, I mean, it's like something, a change in a frequency, you know what I'm saying? A change in frequencies. And I was like, damn, what's going on? But then later on, I start thinking, I start putting it together, and I'm like, man, this ain't no change in vibrations and stuff. Like, this is like completely different. And also after a certain point, you start getting headaches and this and that. And I don't know, after it puts pressure, if it puts enough pressure on certain areas of the brain, I'm like I said, dude, I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert at this kind of stuff, but it can put pressure on areas of the brain, and especially in the front, and that can definitely have a huge impact on personality, on who you are, and this and that. I don't know. There's probably been more experiments than just this one in particular that have been done, and people have probably gotten the results out of that. And I'll tell you right now, this is a very fucking painful experience. It's like it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. Uh, but anyway, uh, I guess another thing I want to put in here is I'm not entirely sure if these visitors from other places, and people probably might think, I'm, whatever, what I'm saying, they might think I'm crazy. It's whatever. It is what it is. I'm not entirely sure if they're all in the same group. I don't know if they're all in the same category of beings. I don't know if they're all in the same, would be considered a part of the same, or from the same planet, or from the same place, or because some of these beings might exist like in higher dimensions and stuff like that. Like, I don't even know if they're all from the same place, because there's been like a couple occasions where it's like it's hard to decide like if that would be considered like an alien, or if that would be considered like a full-on like extra dimensional, some different type of angel that I ain't never even heard of. You know what I mean? Nobody's ever like really, or very few people have heard of. like the one in particular. Like one in particular is the gold one. I don't know if anybody's like read my other story on the other phone that I had about this golden being that came down one night. It didn't really have a particular shape. It didn't really have like a shape. It just kind of glowed, and it was just kind of like this blob, kind of, and it just didn't really have a shape. But yeah, and yeah, I think that you know, it is a possibility that there are multiple ones from different places, and I guess another thing I want to put in here is like one event in someone's life can change the rest of their life. You know, like literally, and that's, I'm almost positive on that. Like one small mistake, simple one simple thing can change someone's whole perspective and then affect the rest of their whole life. Their whole fucking life can change just by one little thing that happens. Just like one event, one thing that happens, you know what I'm saying? Like, or maybe even twice, you know, or if you see something and you get the wrong, I don't know, you get the wrong start, you know what I mean? You get the wrong start. And I ain't trying to put the blame on nobody. It's nobody's fault, you know what I mean? It's nobody's fault. But fucking, it is, that's just how it is sometimes, you know? Not everybody learns the same way, you know? And it can change everything. It can completely change everything. Like in this circumstance, that's kind of how I feel right now. It's like, yeah, you know, like it completely changed everything. Just, like I said, it's nobody's fault, but it is what it is. You know, it's just life. That's just how life is. And this whole thing about, you know, like in the last video I was talking about the whole shooter thing, you know. It's like, man, this shit is pointless, dude. Like, this shit is really, I mean, the video's not pointless. I mean, but going at each other is pointless like that, man. It really is. I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know what people are trying to prove, dude. It's like, or not necessarily what they're trying to prove. It's like, what, I mean, like, what the motive is, you know? I don't really know what's going on with that, you know? I don't really know what's up with that, because it's, I'm trying to think about how to word it, honestly. I'm trying to think about how to say it, you know? Honestly, I'm not the best at, like, explaining things like this, you know, but I don't know, that's a little bit, like that one song said, you know, it's a little bit too close to home, you know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, nothing personal, you know what I mean? Well, I completely take it personal, you know, I really do, because, I mean, I ain't never on somebody else's grounds, you know, doing shit like that, you know, like, that's just, nah, like, that's just not how, nah, just not what I do, but, I don't know, man, it is what it is, though. I mean, like I said, you know, I could have the wrong idea about it. You know what I mean? It could be something someone else, you know, directed at someone else or something, but I highly, highly doubt it. You know, it's just, I don't know, man. It's a lot of bullshit, really. You know what I mean? I feel like I've fucking been through enough, man. It's like, anyway, I've seen these beings come out during the daytime twice. And it wasn't like necessarily complete daytime. Yesterday I seen it come out in the daytime. Or one of them come out in the daytime, rather. Because honestly, man, I really haven't, like, as far as I know, like, here lately, here in the last fucking, like, it's been a good minute, man. Some of the shit that people say, dude, some of the shit that comes through on here, I don't know if it's always about, I don't know if it's like directed towards me or someone else, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really know, but some of the shit that comes up on here, man, that is fucking totally not me, dude. Like, that's just like fucking not anything like I would fucking do or even fucking be interested in or fucking even think about, you know what I'm saying? Like, on purpose anyways. Fucking, I don't know, dude. It is what it is, though. I'm trying to explain things a little bit better, and I don't mean to pause and like get like all like have a bunch of uhs in there, have a bunch of like you know what I'm saying, stopping, pausing, you know what I'm saying? It's just like difficult to explain, dude. And I'm just like, it is what it is, though. And I feel like there's like a lot more than just a few people involved. You know, I feel like there's like a whole. I feel like there's a whole nother planet involved, man. Like, not just people here on Earth. You know what I'm saying? Not just people here on Earth. I feel like there's like a whole nother planet that knows about this shit. And I don't know if it's their whole planet or if it's just, or if it's even one planet or two planets or three or four or five. I don't know how many they've been to or how many they've discovered or like how many they're on or like, and I don't know if it's their whole planet or if their planet has countries or if it has, I mean, obviously it has life on it. I don't know if it has water and things like that, you know, like water and plants like ours, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's like that or not. Honestly, what I've been thinking lately is I don't know, I came up with this a while back. I feel like their planet is probably dark where they come from. But I don't know because they have ships made of light. And the picture that they sent, you know, like I was talking about the picture that they sent, it's it wasn't like an actual like selfie. Well, I guess you could consider it a selfie, but it looked more like a drawing. It looked more like a painting that someone had made, more like a painting, not like an actual photograph. Like, but it looked very similar to your stereotypical extraterrestrial, your stereotypical gray or Zeta Reticulian. What I mean, I don't know. There's a couple of names for them, but look very similar to one. I mean, basically a painting of one, and it wasn't like an actual like photograph like we would take on our phones down here. But I don't know. I'm guessing I don't know. But I have a few theories on where they're from and what it's like. You know what I mean? Like as for now, I can only guess about it. I can only guess about what it's like. You know what I mean? Even though their ships are made of light, I feel like I don't know, where they originated from could possibly be dark, because I don't know, they might be nocturnal, you know what I'm saying? Considering they have the very large eyes. I mean, because a lot of people probably think, oh yeah, I mean, everybody thinks that's what aliens look like, but I really think that's what they actually look like. Like, I really think that's what they actually do look like. I mean, I feel like it's not a coincidence that all throughout movies and like little signs in movies, you know what I'm saying? Like, all throughout like the past 100 years or so. I don't even know if TVs have been around for 100 years or not. I mean, probably close to around there. But ever since they came out, like in movies and stuff like that, that's always, I mean, well, not always, but there's been quite a few of them where that's what aliens look like in the shows or whatever. In the shows, that's what they look like. Stereotypical, like large head, almond eyes, slender mouths and noses and orifices for ears, and yeah, I mean, I feel like that's not a coincidence. That's what they decided to say, that if we had to guess what an alien would look like, because honestly, I mean, that photograph that came through, I mean, it's like, yeah, I mean, they probably do look like that. And if they do, if I had to guess about their planet, I mean, this is just a guess, like either their planet is really dark and they've developed these large eyes to see in the dark, and like, I don't know. I feel like they communicate telepathically. I don't know if it, or maybe they've spent so much time in space. You know what I mean? If they're capable of space travel, maybe they've spent so much time in outer space that that they've developed these eyes and these larger heads. You know what I mean? Because like, I was watching a video a while back. I can't remember the name of it, or I'll put the link in the description or something. But I can't remember what exactly it was called. If I can find it, I'll put it in there. It's about a guy in space, and he spends like 365 days. I think, yeah, a year. I think he spends like a year in space, and the effect that it had on his brain. They were doing like what it done to his brain, and like it caused it to enlarge, kind of like his brain kind of enlarged. And I feel like over the years, if you spend that much time in space, if you're born in space, I don't know. There's probably been people that have conducted experiments like that already. I mean, I don't know what a person would turn out looking like or living like being born in space. I don't really know how that would turn out, considering that there's no gravity in space. Or maybe they have ships that are capable of making their own gravity, like making their own gravity. That way it's like proportioned out, and like you're not like, I don't know, just floating all the time. Honestly, but yeah, I mean, that could be the reason why their heads are larger and like their bodies are a lot different, and I don't know, they communicate differently and stuff like that. And some people might call them, some people could call them fallen angels, or like, I mean, I know there's been a video on here that came up one time. It's like, are they the fallen angels? You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. But it is what it is, man. And I've tried to learn about them. I really have. I've tried to learn about them and their origins, and like, I don't know, honestly. And if they know about a planet that's like Earth, people, yeah, that's another thing. I mean, I got it on my Snapchat. I don't know if everybody has access to my Snapchat or not. Probably they, most likely somebody's hacked into it already. But if not, I don't know. People might think I'm crazy for wanting to go to another planet. Probably think I'm out of my mind for wanting to do that. You know what I mean? Because that's like, why would you do that? You know, it's like, that's crazy, dude. But in a way, things down here on this planet ain't going so great. You know, like things down here are just like kind of in a rough spot. You know, but I don't know. I have a lot of theories about Mars too. I really do. I have a lot of theories about Mars. I'll make it probably better if I make a different video for that. You know what I mean? Because I feel like Mars would be a whole video of its own. But yeah. I don't know. Maybe I should go to Mars. But I don't know. I really don't know. And I don't know how I get there unless one of these aliens gave me a ride to Mars, or unless SpaceX or something was like, "Yo, you want to go to Mars?" I'm like, I don't know. Fucking, what's it really like there? You know what I mean? Like, if I knew what it was really like there, I might consider it. I don't know. But anyway, about going to another planet, uh, I don't know. Maybe this planet might change. I really don't know. You know, like or maybe we might wind up going to another planet one of these days. But if there is, I feel like I really do. I feel like there's multiple planets out there, and they all harbor life, and it's all different forms of it and different gravities and whatnot. And I feel like you know, there's different civilizations and stuff like that, and some of them have found Earth, and some of them have came and went over the years throughout history, and history just has it all misconstrued, and like everything's all mixed up. But yeah, I would like to. If there is other planets out there, it'd be cool to figure out what they're like. Uh, what's going on them? You know what I'm saying? Like how life is on those planets, and what they do, and how they do it, and the technology or whatever. Honestly, I feel like half of our technology could be from extraterrestrial involvement in some way or the other. Just like touchscreen phones, you know, it's like, damn, dude, like we like there's a certain point, like after around the if you look at a chart about technological advancements that humanity has made on Earth, it just there's a huge spike. Like on the chart, there's just like a huge spike. It just goes straight up. Like it just like pretty much just goes straight up. And it's crazy how far we've came in a short amount of time. I feel like that's like it could be possibly from extraterrestrial involvement, but we're using it for all the wrong reasons. Like, we're using it for all the wrong stuff, dude. That's probably why they don't want us to have like the really advanced stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the really high tech stuff. Because look at what we're doing with what we got now. You know, it's like, damn. But I don't know. Crazy, dude. Just crazy. I don't know. Or maybe, maybe it's just like humanity has done it on its own. You know what I mean? We've done it all on our own, but I don't know. I kind of doubt it. I mean, in a way, I don't know. Maybe we have. Maybe we have done it on our own, and they've just been observing us and thinking, like what's going on with with this race of, or not one particular race. You know what I mean? But like civilization. I don't know. Anyway, this video is long, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it here.